All right, hey guys, it's been a little bit since my last Q&A, so I figured I would do one. Real quick before the video starts though, I just wanted to say thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me lately. Really does mean a lot to me. And as far as the gameplay, after I was on Legends of Gaming, I kind of messed around with CSGO a little bit, and this is just some clips that I got. They're nothing amazing, and I use the P90 a little bit because I suck, so don't hate me or whatever. I don't know. I don't even know if that's like a big deal with CSGO. I don't know anything. Anyways, when is my birthday? So for those of you that don't follow me on Twitter, every year I get a bunch of people saying happy birthday to me on like some random day. I can't remember it right now, but it's not my birthday. There's just some birthday sites that say that that's my birthday, and they also say I'm a lot older than I am, but that's not my birthday. So I've never really said when my birthday is. Kind of a private person, and I don't know, for some reason I just don't really care about birthdays. I'm not that into them. But if you do want to know when my birthday is, just leave a comment, and if enough people leave comments, then I will probably say when. I guess. Have I ever had braces? Yeah, I had them when I was like, I think it was from when I was 15 to when I was 16. They sucked. Okay, I get this one a lot too. Why a moose and not a cow? So if you say my name, the full name, there's moose in there. So there's that. And then kind of related, if you had to rename yourself, what would you be called? So I really do regret my name. Had I known I would be where I am now, I definitely wouldn't have chosen that name. I would have gone with something a little more professional. I have been trying to kind of just shift to just the Moo side. So I guess if I had to rename myself, it would just be Moo. I haven't really thought about any other name. All right, what was my first game console? First console I ever had was a regular NES, and it was my cousin's old system, and he had gotten a Super Nintendo, so he gave it to me and my brother, and it was awesome. And then actually when he got a N64, we got a Super Nintendo, so. And then going off of that, favorite NES game. I don't know if I had like a favorite. There was a few games I played a lot, like I played Battletoads a ton, even though I sucked at it. It's such a hard game. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Duck Hunt, what else? Tecmo Bowl, Excitebike, can't think of anything else right now. Am I a Harry Potter fan, and if so, what is my house? Yeah, I like Harry Potter. I used to not at all. Like growing up, no interest in it. I'm not a big fan of like magic and stuff like that. But my wife got me into it, and I really like it. We have all the movies and all the books, and they're really good. The books are really good. They're just really good stories. As far as my house, I am definitely Hufflepuff. I don't think there's any question about that. I think I'm about as Hufflepuff as it gets. What do you think about The Last of Us Part 2? From what I saw, the little like trailer looks good. I loved the first game. And then going along with that, will I play it? I'm sure I will, but I don't know when. I don't have a lot of free time, and the free time I do have, I usually don't spend it playing video games. But I'm sure I'll get around to it. I loved the first one, like I just said. And as far as like playing it for my channel, I don't think that's the type of game that would go well with my channel, so I don't know. Does Lauren support me in what I do? For those of you that don't know, Lauren is my wife, and she is really supportive, and it means a lot to me. I know it's kind of a pain for her because she works all day, and most of the time me and my friends play at night, so she gets home and wants to like hopefully hang out with me. I guess I should ask her first, but she's really supportive. She understands, and it does mean a lot to me. And then, have you and your wife thought about having a child? Yeah, we've definitely thought about it and talked about it, but there's no plans as of yet. Don't have any announcements to make, but I'm sure it'll happen somewhere down the road. Just don't know what part of the road that will be. Going along with that, would you prefer a boy or a girl? I would be ecstatic with either of them. I don't really have a preference. And then going along with the second part of the question, I'm gonna go get her real quick and have her answer. All right, got Lauren with me. Dragged her in.
Hi.
Okay, the question is, would you prefer a boy or girl, and why?
I would like to have a boy first, probably. I think I would like to have both, but I would like to have a boy first because I want a little boy that would look like a mini Moo because I think Moo is so cute. And because I don't know, I was the oldest girl of the family, and I always had to do all the babysitting. So maybe the boy could do the babysitting, I guess.
I don't think I would trust that. All right, there you have it. Once again, I don't really have a preference, but I'd be more than happy with a boy. Have you ever thought about doing some Let's Plays again? Yeah, but there isn't really any game right now that is jumping out at me. That's a good thing that I like with my channel, is I don't have to do Let's Plays. They're kind of just like if I really, really want to. Maybe when the new Resident Evil comes out, I might. I'm still a baby with the scary games, so I don't know. Have I ever met fans on a normal day? If so, how did I feel? Yes, I have, and it is so crazy to me. It's not something that I ever expected would happen. But yeah, I've met a couple. Like I met one at a movie theater. He was working at the concession stand, and he recognized me, and that was super cool. And for some reason, at airports, I meet a lot of people. And then also at my in-laws' house, one of my brother-in-law's friends was a fan. That was pretty crazy. So it's crazy to me that to actually see the people that watch my videos. It's cool because it's like they're not just names. So I'm glad you guys are real people. It's crazy though, because I didn't get into YouTube to do that. What is the scariest thing you have ever experienced, or what is the closest you have ever gotten to death? I guess probably like the biggest near-death experience I've had was probably like 8 years ago. Me and my friends were up in a cabin, and we were driving back down because we had stayed the night, and it wasn't like a paved road or anything. It was like clear up in the mountains, and it was snowy. Like all the snow was like packed down and super slick, and we were in a car with 4-wheel drive, but we started to slide, and we were going right towards the edge of the road, which just became a drop off of the mountain. And I was in the middle seat. I couldn't do anything. I was going to be totally screwed. Like one of my friends had opened the door, getting ready to jump out, and we hit a bush, and it like a tiny little bush, and it stopped us somehow. And I mean, I'm not saying we were like dangling off the cliff or anything. We were probably like, I don't know, 2 or 3 feet away, but it was pretty scary. That's probably the closest I've ever come to dying. Am I thinking of coming out with some new t-shirt designs soon? Yeah, I'm always trying to think of new designs, but I haven't really had any good ideas that I think would look good on a shirt. If you have any, go ahead and leave it in the comments. I do check all of the comments, by the way, so don't ever think that you're just commenting for nothing. I do read them. Can I show you my setup? I wouldn't be opposed to that. I just moved, and my office is a total mess, and it's not really set up right now. And also, I don't have a camera, so I'd have to get one of those first. I think that's how it works. You need a camera to record. But I wouldn't be totally opposed. It's really nothing amazing, so you're not missing much if I don't end up doing one. What made me develop my fear of spiders? There isn't like anything traumatic. It's mostly just the fact that they're godless killing machines. That's pretty much what does it for me. They're terrifying, and they kill you potentially. They're just scary to me. I don't know. Alright, this is kind of a group of questions. What made me decide to become a YouTuber? Really, I just watched videos, and I thought, oh, that could be kind of interesting and be worth trying to do. And then, related, when I started my channel, did I ever think I would be where I am now? Absolutely not. I remember being like over the moon with 5 subscribers, and that was awesome to me. And that is an accomplishment if you get 5 subscribers. So, to be where I am now, no, never dreamed of it. And then how hard did I have to work to get where I am now? I had to work hard. YouTube is hard. It's like a treadmill. Like if you stop, it just shoots you off. So you have to constantly keep working. And it takes a toll every once in a while. But you can't just upload a video and expect it to go viral. You have to just stay constant, stay consistent, and eventually, hopefully, things start working out for you. And then lastly, what are some ways that you were able to grow as a smaller YouTube channel? So the biggest thing for me was networking, and that's what I would recommend to everyone, is to network. Just find some channels that are about your size and grow together, become friends. That's what I did with my friends, and it got us where we are now. So I think that's the best way. That worked for me. I've noticed that you generally don't curse in your videos. Is there a particular reason for that? I see a lot of comments about that, so figured this would be a good time to answer. I just decided that I didn't think swearing really added to videos, so I stopped. I don't have anything like against it. Obviously, all my friends still swear. I put it in my videos. Just personally for me, I didn't think that it really added much, so I don't do it. Have you traveled anywhere outside of the US? If yes, where? Yeah, I've traveled a few places. Let's see, I've been to Mexico, England and Wales, and then I went to Jamaica for our honeymoon. I think that might be it. I really don't travel a ton. I go to California a lot. I've been to like all of the western United States for work when I was moving pianos and stuff. But that's about it. I don't think I've been to any other countries. Do I watch sports? And if so, who are your favorite teams? I don't as much as I used to, but I still enjoy watching sports. I like college football a lot. That's probably my favorite sport to watch. My favorite team for that is the University of Utah. I'm a little biased towards them. Basketball, I like the Utah Jazz. Baseball, I like the Angels. And as far as NFL, I don't really have a favorite team. I have a friend that plays for the Texans, so I guess I cheer for them, but I wouldn't say they're like my favorite team. I just like whoever's playing. I just pick a team pretty much. And then, do you ever think that you guys will recreate GTA 5 with Watch Dogs 2? I think that you're meaning like content-wise, and if you are, no. Watch Dogs 2 is a really fun game. I like it, but it's really limited with what you can do with multiplayer, especially since it's only 2-player. So I highly doubt that we would ever get to the scale that we got with GTA 5 with Watch Dogs 2, but I'll play it again, I'm sure. But that's it. Once again, thank you guys so much for your support. It really does mean a lot. Sorry if I sound a little weird in this. I'm a bit sick, so I'm trying to like fake being not sick. So hopefully it worked. Hopefully I tricked you. But that's all I have. So I'm just going to say an awkward goodbye now, and that'll be it. So bye.
Shoot out my cutout.
I do whatever, aren't you know me?
That was beautiful.